everybody, welcome back to the Wisconsin Greg Show. I got something a little bit different today for you. The GZAIR company reached out to me and wanted to know if I could make a video of their product and kind of just, I guess you call it, showcase it for them and show it to you, and hopefully get some interest out there to people maybe want one of their products. And I said sure, that'd be no problem. This isn't like a product review or unboxing or anything. It's just kind of a showing it off and letting people see what it's actually like. I haven't had it for no great length of time, but I played around with it a little bit enough to get an idea how it works, and so I can kind of show you everything how it works. And it's a pretty simple thing. It's a carbon monoxide detector. It's a portable one you can take with you, and it's really heavy duty. It's built really strong, I can tell you that. It comes with a lanyard that you can put on it. You don't have to put it on there, but you can put it on there, and you can clip it to your belt loop or a suitcase or backpack or whatever you want to do with it. You can take this to like a hotel room. You can take it camping with you. You could take it anywhere you got a open flame or a heater that uses a flame that could suck the oxygen out of the air. Carbon monoxide is a poison or a odorless killer. It can put you to sleep and kill you, and you don't even know what's going on. You just kind of fall asleep, and it can give you headaches and everything else. It's kind of a weird thing. Once you get the air depleted or carbon monoxide in your house, you want to get outside and get oxygen as soon as you can. Once you find out that this thing would go off, because it builds up in your system and it just sneaks up on you. Very dangerous. It's very nice because it's portable. You could take it ice fishing out in the ice shanty, because I know a lot of people use little propane heaters or LP heaters, I guess you call them, propane, to keep warm and stuff like that. Camping, sometimes people use a little heater in their tent. But especially I think would be really great is if you're going to a hotel or motel or whatever, sleeping, because you don't know who's been working on the heating and systems and stuff in those places. Sometimes those people ain't too qualified. Sometimes, depending on how nice of a place you go to, some of the cheaper ones are maybe somebody that works there is working on it, and sometimes they don't do the best of work, and they're putting your life on the line. So it's good to have this. I'll probably use this in my workshop down there. I got a propane heater I turn on once in a while. Most of the time I use electric, so I wouldn't need this, but sometimes I use the propane heater to heat the whole shop up fast. And I always wondered what the carbon monoxide is down there when I work in the shop. Sometimes I'm opening the doors all the time because I'm worried about not getting enough fresh air in there. This way I'd always know. It'd be telling me what it is, and then when it gets to a certain point, it'll give you a warning. I'll go through. It comes with instructions, and comes in a nice box, and comes with a battery in it already. The battery is supposed to have like a 2-year life, so I would say turn it on and leave it on. You don't have to keep setting it or turning it on and off all the time, because for that long, I mean, it's a long time. Another good thing is this one has a battery monitor, so you don't have to like worry about the battery going dead and not knowing, falling asleep and it's not working, because it'll chirp a little bit, I guess, and also flashes the battery signal on the screen telling you that the battery is time to replace it before it actually goes dead. So they say the life of the battery is like 2 years. They say you should replace the whole unit every 5 years, because I think wherever it senses it, they deteriorate, and they only last about 5 years. So after that, you'll get false readings and stuff. So it's a good thing to replace them every 5 years. Now this is not a cheap one. It costs more because it's a very well built one. It's heavier duty and very, very well. You can just feel it in your hands. The whole outside is kind of like rubberized, and it's got 4 screws on the back you take off and to change the battery. It's a 9 volt battery. It's one of those square ones, and I think it's got the 4 screws because it's they say it's dust and waterproof. You don't find that on a lot of carbon monoxide sensors. It's very, very nice. And one thing I found out about it is it's so simple to use. Basically, you just turn it on in an area that you know is fresh, that there's definitely no carbon monoxide. I'd probably step outside if I was doing it for the sake of the video. I won't do it here. I'll do it in here. I know this room is good anyways because my stove doesn't have pilot lights, and I haven't had anything else running in the house. That no heater. It's summertime now, and no dryer running, nothing. So I know everything is good. But normally I'd probably just take it outside for the fresh air, turning it on, and then it calibrates. It takes about 90 seconds to calibrate once you turn it on, and then you're set to go. There's a setting there's different modes. You can go to one mode and it'll tell you like the peak, since it's been turned on, what the peak has been, the highest number of the carbon parts per million that it's picked up, and then you can put it back to just the monitoring all the time, and it'll vary going up and down, or hopefully it stays at 0. It also has a clock built into it, a little extra bonus. It's in military time, but it's better than no clock at all, so that's a little extra bonus. Came with a little screen protector on it when it was shipped, and wrapped up in nice covering so it didn't get damaged coming through the mail, but I don't think it would get damaged anyways. It's built pretty nice. So anyways, tell you a little bit more about it. It weighs about roughly 4.6 ounces is what I come up with on my scale, and that's with the battery in it. It's about 4 1/4 inches long, 1 5/8 inches wide approximately, and approximately 1 1/2 inches tall. So it's very small. It fits right in the palm of your hand, and doesn't weigh a whole lot, but it just feels solid. It's solidly built. They call it IP67 rated. It's for dust and water, so it's dust and waterproof. It's got a 1-year manufacturer warranty. So if there's, I guess, any defects or anything like that happens with it in 1 year, contact the manufacturer and I guess they'll take care of you. The instruction manual I found quite interesting. It's very detailed about telling you the effects of carbon monoxide. It reads from 1 parts per million to 1,000 parts per million. It says with a 1 ppm resolution, so I guess I'm thinking it reads 1 part at a time, all the way up to 1,000. It comes with audio and a visual, audio, and vibration alarms when preset levels are reached. And the preset levels are 0 to 49. There's no alarm. It just reads the number on the screen, and those are the lower numbers that ain't very dangerous or not an emergency to get out of the house. Then from 50 to 199, the alarm level will read, it says alarm level 1. Really real time shows gas concentration. The red light will flash and the buzzer will sound. It's got red lights on the top and bottom here, I believe it was. And it's pretty loud noise, beeps and buzzers. When you turn it off, it beeps at you. And then from 200 parts per million all the way up to 1,000, they call it alarm level 2, and it shows the carbon monoxide concentration on the screen on the number, but it also flashed the red lights. And the buzzers will sound, and then besides that you also get a vibration sound. So if you got it sitting on a counter or wherever, it'll vibrate the whole thing, shake, or kind of like a vibrate, like your phone vibrates. So you got 3 warning signals there, and when all 3 of them are going off, you know something is very seriously. Better get the heck out of the house and get some fresh air. Open the windows or go outside. Especially, I'd recommend go outside. A lot of times I know people call the fire departments to make them come. They come and they verify that you're safe to go back inside and make sure there's not a problem. That's a good idea, I would probably say. But the thing I wanted to tell you, show you, read to you is the different stages of carbon monoxide poisoning, how different parts per million affects you. And this is what I'm telling you is for healthy people. And if you're got health issues, less parts per million than what I'm telling you can affect you and even be worse. But for a healthy person, 24 parts per million, it says, causes dizziness after 64 hours. 50 parts per million will cause dizziness after only 32 hours. So the hour times keeps coming down. It'll affect you quicker. 100 parts per million causes dizziness after 16 hours. Once you get to 200 parts per million, after 2 to 3 hours, you'll get slight headaches, fatigue, vertigo, and nausea. You'll start feeling just feeling sick, I guess, and dizzy and fatigued. Once you get to 400 parts per million, in 1 to 2 hours, you'll get the headaches. After 3 hours, it's life-threatening. That's where you can die, and sometimes you just fall asleep and you don't even realize what's going on. You just fall asleep, and that's it. It's pretty bad. That's why buying a good carbon monoxide detector is very important. Especially, I would say, especially traveling, make sure you got one with you in your hotel rooms and stuff like that. Once you get to 800 parts per million, causes vertigo, nausea, cramps within 45 minutes, loss of consciousness within 2 hours, death, or loss of consciousness, that's within 2 hours, and then death within 2 to 3 hours. So it's nothing to be playing around with. It's very serious. Like I said, this is not a cheap one. This is a well-built one. At the time they sent this to me, it was, I think, $116. But you gotta figure, it's good to have a good, dependable carbon monoxide detector and one that you can depend on. With long battery life and a battery monitor. A battery monitor is very important because otherwise you'd go dead and you wouldn't even know it, and then you'd be there with no carbon monoxide detector at all. But this one will chirp at you and let you know the battery's going dead before it actually goes dead. So that's a good thing. So pretty nice. I'll try to show this up close so you can see it a little closer. I'll bring the camera in here. And pretty nice. I want to thank the GZAIR company for letting me make a video for them. It's pretty nice of them to do that. And I wish them all the best in selling their products. It's a nice looking product, I tell you that. Very nice. It comes with a nice instruction pamphlet and 1 year warranty and pretty nice. So I want to thank them, but right now I'm going to get the camera down here and show you up close. Okay, I got you in here a little bit closer. Hopefully you can hear me okay and see this okay. Just give you a look at it here. Here you can see the lanyard that comes with it. Very, very nice. Got a clip that closes so it won't fall off. Very nice. This button right here is the button that you push to turn it on. Just hold that in. And then you'd be in an area where you're sure it's fresh air. And it takes about 90 seconds to calibrate itself. You can see the numbers on the screen. It does a couple of things and then it counts down from 90. And it takes like 90 seconds all the way down. And it should go down to 0 if you're in an area where there's no carbon monoxide. But I won't wait the whole 90 seconds, so we'll speed ahead here. Okay, we're all set. It's monitoring for carbon monoxide right now, and we're at 0 parts per million, so that's a good thing. And you can see right on the top here, there's a little battery symbol. And it's showing that's fully charged up right now. Hopefully you can see that. And then this will take you through your different modes. The M button, the first one is just the monitoring. That changes constantly up and down. Second one will pop a little M up right here, and that'll be like your the highest rating of the. It'll show you like a peak, like if you were gone for the whole day, you want to see if it spiked up during the day when you were gone or something. You can look at that, and that'll show you the peak for since it's been turned on. Then you can go past the M. The third one takes you to the clock, which is military time. As you can see, it's pretty late right now. And then if you push this button and hold it down, counts down, and then that's off. I'm going to turn this on one more time for you just so you can see, because I didn't mention to you to watch where the lights are up here and listen to the noise that it makes. Feel the vibrating and the sound and the red lights that go across there. So if the carbon monoxide was actually high, that would really be driving you nuts, and should get your attention. So anyways, it's very, very simple. Basically turn it on, and I would say leave it on because the battery life is 2 years. And you don't have to recalibrate it all the time every time you turn it on and off. Just turn it on and leave it on. That would be my recommendation, but you can do what you want. Alright, so I'll leave a couple links in the description that the company sent me. It'll show you some more information about the product, and also I think you can buy it from both places. One is Amazon, and the other one is, I believe, right from their own personal site. So go check it out and make sure you check those links out. If you're in the market for a portable carbon monoxide detector like this one, definitely give them a try while you're out looking at different carbon monoxide detectors, and they seem like a pretty good company to me. So give them a try, and that's going to be the end of this little video. And again, I want to thank the GZAIR company for letting me make this video for them. So catch you all later. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care now. Bye now.